It's Villa again. Welcome back to Palace Mad Mason. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. And Aston Villa do not want to leave us alone, do they? And we're playing them in a Wembley semi-final. That's right, Crystal Palace will be facing Unai Emery's Aston Villa in the semi-final of the FA Cup on either the 26th or 27th of April, either the Saturday or the Sunday, meaning our Premier League game against Arsenal will have to be postponed until probably later on in the season in May, I would have thought. When you look at the teams that were in the draw for the semi-final, I think it is the best option for us. When you look at our record against Aston Villa this season, drawing once and winning twice, once in the Carabao Cup last 16, and the other one being 4-1 in the Premier League in, I think it was late February, I think that we have probably quite a good chance of getting through to the FA Cup final for the first time since 2016. And it'll be a huge moment on not only the channel, but for the football club as well. So we'll either be playing Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth or Manchester City in the final of the FA Cup, which obviously would be just huge. But as I was saying, I think Aston Villa is probably our best option in the semi-final. When you look at the fixtures they have between now and the semi-final, they have to play PSG twice in the Champions League quarter-final, which obviously is a huge moment for that football club in Aston Villa. But, you know, I think fatigue might settle in. There's a higher chance of injuries. And that could help us out massively because even though we have beaten Aston Villa twice this season, drawing once, unbeaten against them this season, there's no disputing that they have top-class players. Marcus Rashford, Marco Asensio, Ollie Watkins, Donyell Marland, some great depth in that attack. When you go into their midfield, they've got John McGinn, you know, Kamara, Jacob Ramsey's very good as well. Defence is brilliant, and the goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. You know, if they take us to penalties, then Aston Villa will have a very high chance of winning that because of Emi Martinez's goalkeeping capabilities, shall we say. But, you know, it's our first Wembley semi-final since 2022 after playing Chelsea. And I feel a lot more better about this semi-final than I did 3 years ago because Chelsea were former European champions in 2021. You know, they just won the Club World Cup. They're one of the best teams out there at that moment in time. And Aston Villa, yes, they are Champions League quarter-finalists, but they do have their flaws, and we've exposed them quite a bit this season, which has given me a lot of hope for that cup semi-final. But there's a lot of work for Palace to do between now and then as well. I got it wrong in the last video. We actually have 5 Premier League games between now and either the 26th or 27th of April. You know, if you look at that, that's only 3 weeks, I'm pretty sure. 4 weeks actually, sorry about that. But we have Southampton in what I would say is a must-win game against quite a, you know, very disappointing club in the Premier League this season. They've been Southampton. Then we're at home to Brighton in the M23 rivalry, which is a huge game for us to try and push up to the top half. Then we are away at Manchester City, potential FA Cup final opponents. And then we've got Newcastle away, which was called off in mid-March, because of their involvement in the Carabao Cup final. They won that, obviously, Newcastle, so yeah. And then we're at home to Bournemouth a week before we play Villa in the Cup semi-final. So we have a lot of work to do between now and then in the Premier League, and we need to try and not get overexcited about the semi-final and just focus in on the Premier League for now. But I think the semi-final draw couldn't have gone much better for us. Anyway, bit of a shorter video, just a review of the semi-final draw. I was out, so I couldn't do it live, I'm afraid. But, you know, it's good that we've got Aston Villa, in my opinion. So my next video will be on Wednesday night after my review between Southampton and Crystal Palace and St Mary's. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys for that review. Get in there. Happy with that.